Mother from HMP here. Exactly what is the prepper's conundrum? It's the questions that create anxiety, which can cause beginning preppers to do nothing. They get stuck in prepping paralysis. I'm not a medical doctor, but they call me Mother for a reason. In this case, I'm going to give you a bit of motherly advice on how I dealt with the prepper's conundrum and how I kicked prepper paralysis to the curb. So, what is it? Which to do first, which to get first, followed closely by, do I buy the cheap one or the expensive one, which I covered in the video, Buy Once, Cry Once. Yes, we all have been plagued by the prepper conundrum. Anyone who is a consistent prepper can still be bothered by this. Here's the solution that has worked for this 64-year-old woman. Set your mind to this. Prepping is self-sufficiency. There may come a time when the cavalry does not arrive. So, the first thing to do is bust a move. Get off the couch. Do something. I urge you to start with spending $100 on food. I did a video where I ordered online, spent $100, and had 80 days of food delivered to my house. Some staples like rice, beans, oatmeal, honey, peanut butter, and chicken. Not a bad haul for a C note. If you only have $100 and just ordered some food, then you have beaten prepper paralysis. Your journey has begun. As you prioritize your prepping over, say, going out to dinner every week, your second move should be water. For $200 out of pocket, I suggest getting some water bricks for water storage, and then make yourself a cheap Berkey water filtration system. I did a review on the water bricks and a video on the simple construction for the filtration system outlined for you. Keep in mind here that you will want to acquire the means to purify questionable drinking water should a disaster occur, and I'll offer some solutions in the water brick video. Next up, books. In the course of your normal travels, set your mind to alternate between buying a leisure source of reading material and a book to learn skills for self-sufficiency. I read a lot, so when I began prepping, I simply changed an old habit of buying an escapism book to buying an informational book like the Foxfire series. I have a video on suggested books to have. Sprinkle these into your reading materials purchases. Let's talk about home protection, otherwise known as making holes and fixing holes. These two things need to happen simultaneously in your prepping journey. You can start with $250 out of the pocket like I did, with a Mossberg 12-gauge shotgun and about the same amount on some double-aught buckshot while I learned how it functions and its limitations. You've seen it in other videos, and I often refer to it as my point and click. People, please learn this and know this. While you are learning to make holes, you will also need to learn how to fix holes, which brings us to medical. I did a video on the Tacticon IFAC pouch, which you can find here. You need a blowout kit. A couple $100 spent, and you'll have a nice blowout kit. A tourniquet, blood stop, Israel bandage, quick clot, battle dressing, and a few other assorted items. At this point, you should be under $1,000 into prepping. You'll have some food, some water filtration and storage, and a means to protect yourself and your newly acquired preps. May I be the first to welcome you to the world of prepping. Enjoy the journey. Thump those like and subscribe buttons. I've got miles to go before I sleep.